In today's video, I'll be discussing with y'all about 5 plants you should grow in your South Florida garden that are replacements or substitutes to other common well-known varieties of plants that are grown in the garden industry. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So starting this video off, we'll start off with our classic leafy green, everybody loves it, spinach. Spinach is an amazing homegrown leafy green that a lot of us enjoy, but unfortunately not all of us can grow. So a great replacement for it here in South Florida is Sisu Spinach. Sisu Spinach, the growing habits, the adaptation to multiple different soil types, and how it does not require fertilizing at all, and let alone it's a perennial. It's just multiple different factors that just makes you love this spinach even more. So a great replacement for regular spinach like Bloomsdale is Sisu Spinach. If you're wondering where you can purchase this or where it's available, I have a seed business, Garden Grown Seeds, where we do offer Sisu Spinach live plants on our business. So if you're interested in purchasing some from us, go ahead and email us at gardengrownseeds@gmail.com and just tell us what you're interested in placing, and then we'll move from there. So that is spinach. Number 2 is potatoes. Although everybody loves potatoes and I desire to grow them, unfortunately it's not possible here in South Florida because of our temperatures. So a great substitute for potatoes, so instead of growing your regular Yukon Golds or purple potatoes, grow potato mint. Potato mint is a great substitute because not only do you get your potatoes, but at a large amount. Although that the potatoes are really small, the quantity of potatoes you harvest at the end of the season is outstanding. So a great substitute is potato mint for your regular potatoes, or another substitute could be true yams or sweet potatoes. There's multiple different substitutes to regular potatoes, but my personal favorite is potato mint. Number 3 is a flower, which is a rose. So roses are one of my favorites to grow because they attract pollinators like crazy, but unfortunately we can't grow those classic English type roses or David Austin roses because they get blight very easily, and we don't provide the classic cold temperatures they need in order to set buds for the following up year. So a great replacement is the knockout varieties, which my 2 personal favorites are the double knockout red and the sunny knockout yellow rose right here. This is not sponsored, I promise. It's just these are phenomenal plants or roses to grow in South Florida in particular. The growing habit is phenomenal. It is a very bushy type plant, like a shrub that you could fit in a nice area and it'll perform the best. The bloom count is outstanding, constant blooms even when not deadheaded, and they are vibrant and definitely put on a show in the garden. So definitely a replacement for those classic English type roses or David Austin roses is the knockout varieties. And they have different colors from pink, coral, reds, yellows, whites, you name it, they have it in the knockout varieties. So if you're considering to get roses in your garden in South Florida, get the knockout varieties. So coming at number 4, which is an unusual one on this list, is cranberries. So cranberries, some people love them, some people don't, but me personally, I kind of do like cranberries and how they taste. And so unfortunately cranberries cannot grow in our area because they're only zones 2 and 7, so they do require that cold period in order to set fruit. But there is a substitute we can grow in replacing cranberries, which is the Cranberry Hibiscus, otherwise well known as Splendor hibiscus. You might wonder, how is a hibiscus related to cranberries at all in this case? Well, in this case, the foliage is what we focus on, not on the flowers, although the flowers are phenomenal and breathtaking. What we focus on is on the foliage. This foliage tastes exactly like cranberries. First time I tried Cranberry Hibiscus was at my former job, and I was blown away on how big of a resemblance the taste is. Although the plants are 2 completely separate things and they are completely different, the tastes are exactly alike. They prefer heat, humidity, but do watch out for scales as well as powdery mildew because they do come after Cranberry Hibiscus. But it's easy, it's an easy fix and an easy treat, and they grow really big if you let it. And so I have these growing in a container, so that's why I'm keeping them a little bit more compacted since I don't want them taking a huge area. But it's a great perennial to grow as well as for the ornamental side of things, but also for the edible side of things as well. Coming up on this final list is garlic. So garlic is something I desire to grow since the beginning of my garden journey, but unfortunately came to realize very quickly that garlic is one to struggle here in South Florida because you do need to require to put it in the fridge or freezer for 4 to 6 weeks before your planting time, because garlic does need cold in order to set its garlic bulb. So I was thinking, what is a substitute I could use in the garden that is a substitute for garlic that performs 10 times better and is better than garlic? Society garlic is your answer. So this is society garlic. It has the strappy leaves like chives, and it blooms with these allium-like flowers right here. This plant is phenomenal because it multiplies very easily, and it can handle levels of humidity and heat, as well as drought and boggy areas as well. I love growing mine in the ground because it's definitely a great plant to consider as a border plant, which I absolutely love because not only is it useful, but it also is gorgeous as well with these allium-like flowers. So something to consider in replacing garlic is society garlic, which is one of my favorites thus far, just like the potato mint and everything, because I'm trying to find replacements that grow better in South Florida instead of spending my time and money in growing the other things that I know will suffer here in South Florida. Those are the 5 plants that I recommend replacing those other plants with because they perform the best here in South Florida, and by personal experience as well. So that's gonna be it for this video. My name is Emmanuel Arce. I'm a 16-year-old certified agriculturist here in South Florida. May God bless you and your entire family, and never forget to grow roots, agriculturist. Bye everyone.